What's good, everybody? It's your boy J Main, the 5 on Great Zone. Please be sure to check out my last video if you haven't already. I have the link down in the description, as well as my other social media sites. Alright, so I've been playing the Division beta. Give you guys my first impressions. Put about 7-8 hours in on the PS4 version. First things first I want to talk about is the downgrade. Now, what we saw at the reveal a couple years ago was most likely running on a PC. But I also have seen the PC version, and it doesn't look like that. Now, the PC version looks great. The console version looks good. But the version we saw at the reveal looks nothing like that. So the downgrade is there. And at this point, it's going to be hard to believe gameplay reveals. So I'm just going to have to start waiting to actually play the game and see it for myself. Now, I want to talk about some things that I like, don't like. Start with the visuals. I spoke about the downgrade. I do like how the environment looks like New York City. I know they were talking about getting it 1-to-1. I think Ubisoft did a great job with that. If you ever been in New York City, it feels like it. It looks like it. And they got them rats. They definitely look like them. Some things I didn't like, just the feel of it. While it looks like New York City, the story talks about how there's a outbreak, a virus, something that spread. I don't know. It just didn't feel gritty enough to me. I feel like they could have did a better job making it feel gritty. Maybe it's something that they could implement. Probably something simple as a filter. I don't know. I'm not a developer, so. But I think they could make it look more gritty. It kind of looks ashy and dry. I don't know. It's supposed to be a city in distress, but it just feels a little bit too dry and bland for me. I wish they could have did a better job with that. Moving on to the gameplay. I like the gameplay mainly for the customization and all the abilities and stuff like that. You get a gun. It has about 6 or 7 mods that you can adjust, add to. It's like an RPG, so there's levels of things. So it's color coded. I think it's like white, then green, then blue, purple, orange, and each of those, one of them is better than the next till you get to the best one. So all throughout the game, you're picking up stuff. They're color coded. You can attach them to your weapons. They got the abilities, some nice ones in there. Only the beta had like 4, but you can like see all the other ones listed, and you can tell if there's a lot. Definitely some incentive to keep playing, keep upgrading your abilities, and then each ability can be upgraded individually. So definitely deep in that. They have equipment, they got perks, all types of stuff. That's one thing that really shines in this game, as you can see from the beta, is that I don't feel like you would get bored with the amount of customization and abilities that you can have, tweak, combine, and stuff like that. Really something that they did a good job with. Some things I didn't like about the gameplay was the gunplay and the movement. At first, when I was playing it, it felt real wacky. Took me a while to get used to it. Like I said, I played for 7 to 8 hours, so by the end, it felt normal, felt okay. Didn't feel like anything special, but definitely something I could get used to. Another thing was the enemies. Now it's an RPG, so while playing a third-person shooter, I'm not used to RPG elements. So when you shoot enemies and they're like bullet sponges, it kind of takes the realism out of the game. Definitely something I have to get used to. You know, we play games like Destiny and stuff like that, but those enemies, you know, fantasy enemies, alien, stuff like that, the guns aren't, you know, your typical carbines, pistols, submachine guns, and stuff like that. So those guns kind of coincided with the way you were shooting enemies or the way you were taking down enemies, how long it would take down. Like, you feel like if you got assault rifles and you're shooting at enemies that look just like you, they should go down quick. But that's not the case. So it takes a while to get used to that. I'm still not used to it, but the more and more I play, I probably will. I don't know. We'll see. Moving on to the sound. I really like the environment. I think they did a good job with the background noises. You hear random conversations from civilians. You have some civilians walking around, limping, some crawling, some dying. You can hear all the moaning and groaning. They got like side conversations going on. You hear people trying to sell stuff, trying to do anything to get money, clothes. Even some of them will come up to you, ask for stuff. And that's pretty cool because like if you give them a soda or water or a health pack, they might give you something. It might just be XP. It could be cosmetic stuff. So it's pretty cool. Voice acting was okay. I'm pretty sure this beta takes place at the beginning of the game, so you get like an opening cutscene. It was nothing special, but I'm still interested in the story, so I'm hoping that that can keep me engaged because the voice acting is kind of bland. So I don't know. That's just me. I did play the Dark Zone. I know that's basically like their PvE/PvP mode. I had a lot of fun. Now, throughout most of my time with the beta, I was playing with a bunch of friends, so I had like a full party of 4. And I gotta say, that definitely makes the game and the Dark Zone much better. If you got a group of people to play with, this is definitely a game to play with them. If you play by yourself, it can get boring, but I don't know. I think playing with people is the best way to go. The Dark Zone is really intense, so like you can be walking around. If you got some loot on you, you got to be careful because, you know, some people might try and steal it. If you go around shooting people, you become rogue. And basically, if you're rogue, you got a target on your head. And if people kill you while you're rogue, you lose Dark Zone XP, you lose money, all that kind of stuff. So if you see people rogue, it's kind of a good idea to kind of go after them because you can really get some good stuff off of them or get some good XP off of them. Was really intense. We had a crazy moment where we were extracting some real good loot and some people were camping around, so we were waiting, but then we decided to just go in and they threw a bomb and killed us all, took our stuff, and we respawned and came back and got all our stuff back and extracted it. It was crazy. It was mad fun though. Like I said, playing with a group of people definitely makes it better, more exciting, more fun. You know what I'm saying? So overall, I really like the game. I was lukewarm on it at first, but definitely came around to it. Definitely feel like if I had people to play with, it's something that I really want to play. If not, I'm probably just going to play for the single player because I'm really interested in the story, see how that unfolds, and, you know, things like that. I hope I have the time to put into it because it's an RPG, so it's going to need you to play it a lot. I don't know if you guys played the beta. Let me know what you think about it. Don't forget to comment, you know, rate if you're new here, subscribe, and I'll check you guys out in my next video. Peace.